Wow. Wow. It's me, your boy. We're gonna commit heinous crimes. Before that though, I completely forgot anything. They can be lazy and not have to guess which path I'm meant to be doing. Just know. I remember if there's a part that matters. Let's find out.
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolfort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellen village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most
Evelyn.
need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least, and I would ask for Wolfort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the three courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolfort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellen village from bandits. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolfort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolfort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
My heart breaks for the Rosellen village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolfort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me? But I am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolfort's name. My lord, have faith in me. Let me do this.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters, separately.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take.
I'm a red blood, how are you?
Bring the scales of conviction.
Also, fun fact with Triangle Strategy for the day. I have said yesterday we should be able to complete it, but there's also a very high likely chance we might actually have to stop playing Triangle Strategy at some point today. Because, unfortunately, there's a small problem that I forgot to do, and that was to level up every single character. Everything I know about the golden ending basically tells you level up your fucking characters. So that might be something we have to do.
Lord Saranoa.
You forgot to do that grind? Ouch, yep.
Yes?
Something sparkle over here. Yeah. Amulet of immunity, shit. Hehe. I was seeing if there was anything back here, but I guess not. Superior Stone, nice. How should you address me from now on? Well, easy. You don't.
Listen, lad. And further.
And see how many people we can persuade. Obviously, we can't do Federico.
Uh-huh. I require some time to think.
Good point. Okay.
Yeah. It's time. Hold the E button.
It is time to cast our votes. We have
Let's see what people have decided. Should just be green. Yep. We win these.
The way forward is decided. We return to the Wolfort domain with Benedict, and inform Father that we have reclaimed the capital. I must return to the Wolfort domain, to my father.
Lord Simon will be most pleased to see you, I am certain.
Of course. Fulfill your duty to your father. I shall see to things in the capital.
And I shall attend to the Rosellan village. Please give Lord Simon my best. Oh, Lord Serenoa, you are returning home? What perfect timing. I was thinking of heading to the Wolfort domain myself. Might I accompany you?
Milo! How'd you sneak into the castle?
Oh. Let's just say I have my ways.
Well,
You
been up
might
since
find
last
the
night. Oh my
companionship
god,
of such a
blood.
capable woman a
Go sleep.
boon on the road.
Right now.
I know not what her aims are, my lord, but I do know she will be easier
yeah,
to watch
what?
by your side.
Indeed.
Just I don't want me
All
chat,
right,
I'm just
Milo, you may
snacking
come.
inside.
But you'll be put to work for the household. Understood?
Of course, my lord.
Then this is farewell for now. King Roland, Frederica, until our reunion in the capital.
With the capital once more under their control, the members of House Wolffort disperse to the various corners of
An
the
interesting
domain.
book happened. Oh?
Roland, for his part, works to rid the Crown City of his political enemies. Frederica repairs to the Rosellan village. Serenoa, Benedict, and the others, meanwhile, make a triumphant return to Castle Wolffort, where Lord Simon eagerly awaits their arrival.
Oh. Huh.
Hark! The young rulers have returned.
I can't imagine.
You're back! You're back! You made it!
Show some respect, lad. They've driven Esfrost from our lands and brought the kingdom back from the brink. And one of them is no less than one of High Zant's saintly 7.
Dare I say, an achievement greater than Lord Simon ending the Salt Iron War.
Well, more so when I didn't even have the space elevator at the
Fills me with
time.
pride and I think I'd done it myself.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lord... King? I didn't mean it.
You've done nothing wrong. Address me as you please. I thank you one and all for your efforts in seeing us through to victory.
Oh, you are too gracious, my lord.
As is the Hierophant, who saw fit to bless us with a boatload of salt. And all thanks to you, Lord Serenoa.
The Hierophant, you say?
Wow! That's amazing!
Isn't it just? Bold is the nation that besmirches House Wolfort's honor now.
I reckon not even the king himself would speak ill of us now.
Course not. It was this lad what made that mask-wearing coward of a prince the king.
All hail House Wolfort.
All hail Mr. Lord.
Serenoa is truly a man of the people.
And he's got the might to defend him. He's earned their trust.
Num 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 num.
And so he may as well be king. I must say I do appreciate a powerful man.
God damn it, Milo.
Perhaps I should cast my lot in with the future rather than the past.
The cowardly prince they refer to is King Roland, no doubt.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
I pray that's all it is. Hyzant's overtures are most bold. They mean to lure us in.
Hey, that sounds good, bud. Hopefully you'll get some good roast.
Once proud Esfrost has been laid low, and Prince Roland installed as King of Glenbrook. Perhaps now they understand how powerful we are.
There is yet more good news. We have coaxed enough power from the Elfric to power the automaton.
Oh, have the spoils of war ever been so great?
A question House Wolfort no doubt asks themselves. Are you not troubled by their gains? The people of Glenbrook rally around their newly returned hero as we speak. I fear we have unwittingly created an enemy to rival Esfrost, or worse.
So.
Which is precisely why I have sent Milo to watch their every move. We shall be informed of any plots against us in due course.
And you are content to trust this, Milo?
What does it matter if I trust her? The goddess shall render final judgment to any and all traitors.
Be they spies, or one of the Saintly Seven.
Indeed. May we never live to witness such a tragedy.
Don't worry, you will.
Lord Svarog, you've been summoned to the capital with regard to the Death Snow. How long do you intend to defy the Archduke's orders?
I've no time for his trifling inquiries, now that Glenbrook has been wrested from our hold. I fear an assault on the duchy is imminent. We must fortify Twins Gate.
Such an order would be mine to give, not yours.
Be gone! I was a fool to think you could protect the duchy's lands.
The Archduke shall render his judgment.
Damn his judgment, and everything it has wrought! Leaving that fool Thalis in charge of Glenbrook brought this upon us.
I shall pass your words on to him, then.
See that you do, messenger boy. And let him know that if he wishes for me to follow his orders, he will speak the truth, and nothing but.
How fares my father?
He is most lucid, my lord, though asleep at the moment. I fear the malady has sapped much of his strength.
I see.
It's not all doom and gloom, though. Word of your recent exploits lifted his spirits considerably. He cannot wait to hold a feast and praise you before the entire house.
Ha! May he forget he said that upon waking.
You should accept the honor with grace, my lord. He is your father, after all.
I would gladly accept, of course. Even hearing secondhand that he takes pride in my efforts threatens to swell my head.
That evening.
The young lord has reclaimed Glenbrook, Lady Destra. He fought as valiantly as Simon or Regna. Would you were here to witness it.
Forgive me, Benedict.
No, forgive me, Lord Serenoa. I shall take my leave.
Nonsense. You are the reason I stand here today, and I would tell Mother that myself. I bid you stay.
How very gracious of you. I owe much to Lord Simon and Lady Destra. They filled my life with purpose. They left you in my charge. But you have already demonstrated your power for all the realm to see. You now walk on your own 2 feet. I have no doubt you can lead Norzelia into a glorious new era of peace and prosperity, with King Roland by your side.
Speak frankly, Benedict. What is it you wish to say?
I have done all I can for you, Lord Serenoa. I will resign following the evening's festivities. Anna shall take my place if it pleases you.
You would leave me unmoored at a time like this?
So you go for levels in this game. So there's one way of doing it, which is you
I know the time is not
go
ideal,
to your encampment,
but your father
and you could
is
do
not long for this world.
battle scenarios. I
would
think they're
repay
called.
my
I don't
debt to
remember.
him
We did a
by
few
caring
before.
for him in his final days.
The last time we played this game, like sorry, the last
After
we
that,
did our first run
I
through
shall
this game.
stand watch over their eternal resting place and regale them with
So basically,
tales
you
of
can
your
just keep
great deeds.
repeatedly doing those, and they're sort of like close to your level. So what you do is you just repeatedly smash into them.
My gratitude for you flows like the mighty Norzelia River. Even so, I would ask for a moment more to make up my mind.
This is going to take a very long fucking time, and I forgot to do it.
Understood, my lord. Then let us return to the castle and prepare for the evening's feast.
Don't mind me, I'm chomping on some toffee bombs. I'm a snack guy, what can I say? I like snacks.
This is quite the gathering.
Each and every one of them eager to get to know you better to advance their own ends. Be on your guard.
I shouldn't think that would be necessary. Father has gathered those he trusts most to lend me their aid. For that, I am grateful. Whatever the case, we mustn't keep them waiting.
I thank you kindly for the invitation, Lord Serenoa. Or shall I address you as Glenbrook's savior?
Ha! You needn't go that far, no.
I disagree. Your accomplishments speak for themselves. power becomes you. It makes you alluring to people such as myself. Pray, let me accompany you for the evening and beyond.
I shall need a moment to consider your most gracious offer.
It sounds really grindy. It is really grindy. Because in most games what would happen is, if you do something, you'd get XP, and then if it overflows, you'd level up and level up and level up and level up.
It's a thing of beauty when they grow up.
This one doesn't.
It is, and yet it can
You
leave
do
one
something,
feeling strangely.
and if you below level, you get 100 XP, and then you level up.
Well, that's fatherhood for you.
That is it. Yep, one level at a time. Oh, good lord. No good lord, for real. I am not looking forward to it. There's definitely a case for it to say that it's a bit too grindy, but I'll fucking live. Then the last time we did this, we talked to literally everyone, so.
Lord Simon lives!
Haven't seen him in ages. He looks well. Thank the stars.
Let me take your hand.
I can manage on my own, my boy. I've not felt this good in some time. But I shall want you by my side the rest of the evening, that I may hear of your exploits in full.
Nothing would make me happier, Father.
I thank you all for gathering to celebrate with me House Wolfort's victories. Against all odds, my son and his stalwart allies have reclaimed the Kingdom of Glenbrook. I felt a great weight lifted from my shoulders as I watched him grow into a worthy heir. I dare say I've never been so proud. Permit me the indulgence of offering a toast to my son, my pride and...
Anna!
Huh?
Ah!
Father!
Assassins!
Assassins.
Anyway, but before we do that, lost character mode. Literally, there's only 3 characters I'm missing.
Still breathing. But I need to get her to a healer, quick.
Stone.
What was that?
My stone.
You mean this thing?
That's
You have my thanks for saving me earlier.
It looks like you made a full recovery. If you don't mind my asking, what were you doing there in the first place?
My apologies. I am Giovanna, a scholar from Esfrost. I was doing research on Norzelian geography at the archives there. It's always been my dream to uncover the secrets of this land.
Secrets? Secrets of what manner?
All kinds. Our realm is full of them. Have you never wondered why only Hyzant is blessed with a lake of salt? Or why snow only falls in Esfrost? Do you not muse upon where the rushing waters of the Norzelia River flow from and to?
Come to think of it, we do not know, do we?
There's an explanation for everything, and I want to... No, I must know it all.
Wow.
That's why I read everything I could get my hands on.
Fun fact, we know the river goes to the sea.
For answers to this day.
That still doesn't explain why you were out there.
Well, you see, Gustadolf decreed that all books on the land itself were classified information and ordered me to stop my research. So I left Esfrost in search of a place I could continue my pursuit of knowledge. But I'm not made for traveling, which is why you saw me in such an embarrassing state out there.
I see. In that case, you are welcome to stay here until you decide your next destination.
Truly. Thank you ever so much, my lord. If there's anything I can do in the meantime, please let me know. I'm certain my knowledge will be of some use to you.
I fear a scholar like yourself wouldn't be much help in battle.
Not so. Why, I know everything about Norzelia's terrain.
Your knowledge may indeed serve to help us refine our strategies and gain advantages over our foes.
Oh, and might I mention this?
Huh?
My word. That is quite a talent indeed.
See? I dare say I'd be useful in a fight after all.
In that
How about
case,
that one, Chief?
I ask you to assist Huette in scouting.
You mean I can ride on her hawk and see the land from above? Oh, it would be an honor, my lord.
We aren't flying up there for the scenery. Scouting is serious work.
Day 642, I'm still in chasing a triangle.
I was just so
It's okay,
excited.
Hap, 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 hap.
I'll
One
count
day.
on you to get her up to speed, Huette.
I will be on my very best behavior.
Actually, Cam, wait. There's a triangle right there. It's been here this entire time. Look, and there. And around these edges here. There's so many triangles now that we look at. Only we had known. I mean, the scales. Yeah, and the scales. On God, yes, I'm about to come. Huh? These abilities change depending on the terrain beneath her feet. Oh, okay. The greater her TP, the greater attack power. Oh, okay. Interesting character. Finally, triangle. I think Cam got a bit too excited. Anyway, time to murder.
Eyes on me, father. Steady yourself.
Just a bit. Sorry, chat. I'll get back to cleaning now. Thanks, Cam. We appreciate you.
Down. But it takes more than that to fell Simone Wolfort.
Then more you shall have. Not today. Thank you, Milo.
Save your breath. We're not
Okay,
rid of the
cool.
assassins.
Yeah. What about the space-time mage? You right. I don't know if it's... To be fair, they might actually now get used because I don't have my usual mages with me.
Kill them all. We shan't have a chance like this again. Patriot! What are you...
You traitorous cur!
No, those are forces. Select it. Yep, makes sense. Haha. Funny joke. What do you do, Space-Time Mage? What have you gone? We just move an ally. Let's use HP and status to assess the previous turn. Dual oppression, non-relevance for the target. Just. Target puts one turn. Good sometimes. So everyone but yourself for 2 turns, preventing them from taking any action. The unit uses 1 more command. However, you can only move once. With space to position yourself in the selected unit if that unit is charging or casting action. Defended. Recover HP when you're not moving or losing command on your turn. Oh, okay. You know what? We'll take them out. Where are you, Space-Time Wizard?
I will do my best.
Come with me. We're going to do crime.
The Wolforts are a blight upon this land. A blight I will see cleansed.
Your treachery ends here, Patriot! On my house's honor, I swear!
We must bring this conflict to a close.
Come what may, I have to see that Lord Simon and the boy live.
Patriot and his ilk must die. Forward! I'll make this quick.
Time to work.
Tee.
You'll pay for this!
Oh no.
Shall we dance? How's this?
This battle is ours. Focus.
Find his ass.
Darkness engulfs you.
Close, but not quite.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. A brief respite,
Our victory is assured. Think you got me, eh? Might use this. You won't beat me! Push on through!
I'll try my best. Can you handle this? I feel like I've gotten stronger.
Shall we begin? Be at ease.
Well done. House Wolford shall persevere!
This is good.
Now then, to work.
Get his fucking ass!
I see through you.
You've done it now!
You've done enough damage.
Forward! Death from above! Ha-ha!
Hey, what the fuck, bro? Rude. Oh my god, that delay damage is kind of chunky though.
You'll pay for this! You're holding Glenbrook back. This shall be your undoing, but not quite.
Here I come. Goodbye! I will fight to my last breath.
I see a path to victory. A brief respite.
I will see it done.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Choices, choices. You poor thing.
Have another! It'll take more than that. You're off it! this. To further the arcane arts.
I must keep a clear mind. Can you handle this? My power is overflowing.
You shan't escape me. This is good. It's only a flesh wound. I'll be your shield. Look at me learning.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Yeah, it's probably best to just have it like that.
Keep going.
Well done. I'm a fool. I've done it now.
I will end this. Sound strike. Victory is within reach.
Impossible! This can't be happening!
Save your strength, Serenoa. House Walfort me.
As you wish.
None of you will survive this.
I always said I'd lay down my life to protect you.
I order you to retreat, Eridor. Who else?
But they'll overrun.
Here I come. From this battle is won.
Too obvious.
It'll take more than that.
Oh, Serena. The time for Prime isn't quite over yet, buddy.
I shall try my level best.
Let's play. Think you can catch me? Damn, that must
You're
have
open.
hurt. I feel stronger already. Your orders?
This is the end.
You poor thing.
Ow!
I haven't been broken. Excellent.
Oh.
I see through you.
What should I do?
like I've gotten stronger.
None of you will survive this. I'm a fool. My lord.
I feel like I've gotten stronger.
Time to work. That must have hurt. This is the end.
Oh, cute.
I've never felt better.
You'll pay for this!
Time to take flight. Come if you dare.
Wrong
I
ability.
shall try my level best.
So is also dead again.
You were overconfident.
Think you got me, eh? I'll send you flying!
Shall we dance? Take this!
House Wolford shall persevere!
I can keep going.
Can you handle this? Mother.
Nope. I knocked out.
Time to work.
Sound strike. This is the end.
You'll pay for this! Magnificent!
This battle is ours.
Then get his ass.
Now!
Let us pry out their weakness. Just as I planned.
Think you got me, eh? Come on, how about that?
Shall we dance?
Take this!
Follow my lead, just as I planned.
You're quite formidable.
I see right through you. Time to work.
Get his ass.
I will leave you to this.
How at you!
Time to take flight.
You're quite formidable. Get back, you fool! Magnificent!
It'll take more than that.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
time to strike.
I will end this.
No, goodbye, Patrick.
Sound strike.
I pray this was not my only chance to destroy them. I shan't make the mistake of underestimating them again.
Cool.
Was my sword ever so heavy? Age is a persistent foe.
Be strong, father. I shall get you treatment at once.
Serenoa, please. If I must go, at least it was alongside you, on the battlefield.
Enough of this talk. You will yet live.
I've seen scores of soldiers perish, my son. Death comes for us all. Does it not, dear Benedict?
Forgive me, my lord. I could not keep you safe.
I beg you, give the three of us a moment together.
As you wish, Eredor.
Aye.
Wolforts are as dangerous as I feared. They must be wiped out for the good of all Glenbrook.
There is no escape, Patriad. Tell me why a royalist like you would attack Lord Simon.
Yes. Why would you threaten to tear asunder a newly restored Glenbrook?
Restored? Restored to what? The Duchy killed your king and controls your land, and you've what, exactly? The collected ashes of the royal family? Those who joined the Duchy thrived. Those who resisted were ground beneath their heel. The nobles and commoners have never been further apart, though beneath it all, they are bound not by the king's memory, but greed.
Perhaps, but we can unite them behind King Roland.
The weakest link of them all. The prince, who forsook his family, a ruler in nothing but name if the people speak true. The Wolford reputation stains him, and it shall be his undoing.
So that's your angle.
Enough slander.
You're blind to it, admit it. You rebuffed the Esfrosti army, curried favor with the Saintly Seven, protected Roland, and immediately installed him as king. You think yourselves above the high houses of Glenbrook, nay, above his majesty himself. Who would not want to rid themselves of such a stain?
You suggest King Roland gave the order?
Would he possess such rationality? We would not be in this mess if he did. Thus I decided to intervene. For the good of the kingdom.
So we need only kill you. That is a mercy.
Only Benedict and I know what I'm about to tell you.
Uh-oh.
I bid you listen well and remain calm. I am not your father, at least not by birth. You are the blood of our former King Ragnar.
What?
I promised His Majesty I would hide the truth from you. Forgive me. Destra was indeed your mother. That much was no lie. She was a commoner in the Crown City.
A woman of
Big
little
reveal.
means and low station, but possessed of unparalleled intellect and boundless affection. He would often sneak out into the city in disguise. Fate united them on one of those evenings, and they fell in love. Thus, you were brought into the world.
He wished to marry her, but her low station made that unthinkable. In time, the Royalists found out and plotted her murder.
So Lord Simon took her as his wife to keep her safe.
And so I was born the heir of House Wolfort.
Sadly, your dear mother passed not long after you were born. It was she who named you. It was the one thing she was able to pass down to you. And now I leave you this.
The royal signet.
Only one of Glenbrook's royal line may wear it. I was to keep it until the time was right. And so it is now.
Father, you leave me completely unmoored. What am I to do with this unspeakable knowledge?
I leave you with a heavy burden. This I know better than any. Be strong, Serenoa. Forge your own path. Lead the people. Keep watch over him, Benedict.
I will.
No, Father. Stay with me. Please.
All this and still, you call me father. I am proud of you, my son.
Please don't go. Father! Please!
So Patriat meant to eliminate House Wolfort to protect the crown.
Yes, he admitted as much himself.
I can assure you he acted alone. King Roland was not a party to the plot.
That is fortunate, yes, but the mere fact of it could tear Glenbrook apart were it to be made known. Lord Simon's assassination must be kept secret, my lord.
You would have me say his illness claimed him then?
I thank you for your assistance, Milo. Speak not a word of this to anyone.
I shan't. For the good of House Wolfort.
I cannot fathom why he thought us to be enemies. We mean no harm to the royal family.
Misplaced as his fears may be, we must stand ready to defend ourselves, in word and deed, from any who may reach similar conclusions. That includes King Roland himself.
You heard Anna. Roland didn't issue the order. What are you plotting, Benedict?
I seek only to ensure House Wolfort's survival. Lord Simon was murdered. Other enemies may well be within our ranks as we speak. They must be stopped at all costs, no matter who they are.
Can I count on your continued guidance, Benedict?
Glenbrook's throne is yours for the taking. You have the claim and the might to back it up. Your Lord Father beseeched you to forge your own path and lead the people. Might you not best accomplish that if you were king?
Benedict, we'll hold no more of this.
Perhaps.
Shut up.
But I would sooner fall upon my own sword than usurp the throne from my friend. The truth of my lineage does not leave this room. I shall keep it hidden along with this ring.
As you wish, my lord. I trust your judgment.
Fucking better.
I come bearing a missive from King Roland. He requests your presence in the Crown City immediately. The Esfrosti survivors are on the move.
They leave me no time to mourn. Lead the way.
Save your game? Yes.
Roland, Benedict, and Frederica regroup back in the capital. But what they experienced while they were away could very well alter the course of destiny itself.
Is there something on your mind, Roland?
Serenoa, I do not know what I should do.
Did something happen in the capital?
No, that problem has been dealt with. I've made sure those damned royalists will never cause trouble again.
Was such harsh punishment truly necessary?
Of course it was. When they should have been helping to rebuild the kingdom, they instead profited off the people's hardship. And on top of that, they sought to string me up as their puppet king.
I understand, but...
You know what they told me? They said that is what Glenbrook truly is. That it must be ruled with the royalists' careful mediation between the royal family and their loyal subjects. They said good kings need not think for themselves. They said my father and my brother understood that.
Even if that is true, you have the power to change it.
I tried. That is the entire reason I took the throne. But nothing has changed. No matter how many corrupt aristocrats I've cast out. This kingdom has always been broken. Esfrost's invasion just ensured we could never put the pieces back together. I do not have the strength to reconcile a land and people torn apart by hatred and greed. I cannot give Glenbrook what it needs, king though I may be.
Roland.
Apologies, my friend. I should not burden you with my woes.
You burden me with nothing. But if you are struggling...
All is well. Trust me. So long as you are by my side.
Thanks, Roland.
Serenoa, I would speak with you before we meet with the others.
Is something the matter? I was led to believe the Rosellan village escaped all but unscathed.
Pray, look at this.
A book?
We recovered it from a band of brigands. It once belonged to the Esfrosti archives. It was authored by one Orlea, my mother. Inside is the truth about the Roselle. Nay, about all Norzelia.
The truth? How would your mother have that knowledge?
The Rosellan people have long passed down the secret of the salt. My mother was a chosen keeper of that history. In ancient times, the Roselle lived in the southernmost reaches of Norzelia, in a place called Centralia. It is said Centralia was on the shore of a vast expanse of salt water they called the sea. Back then, the Norzelia we know was at the bottom of that sea, but a cataclysm dried up all the water, and thus this land came to be. The salt crystallized and sank into the earth, the very earth we now walk upon.
Salt beneath our feet.
After the cataclysm, only one small lake of salt remained. War raged on and on as people fought to control it. The Roselle tried to stop the fighting by digging up a giant pillar of salt to show everyone the secret they had long kept. But Hyzant, whose power over Norzelia came from controlling the lake and the salt it produced, could not allow the truth to get out. They captured the Roselle, branded them criminals who tried to seize control of the salt for themselves, and confined them to the lake.
And what of the pillar?
It's the statue.
Hyzant stole it and hid it, inside the very statue of the goddess that towers over the source.
How can you be certain?
During the uprising, my mother broke the statue and recovered a fragment of the pillar within.
The salt crystal found in the Rosellan village. Incredible. If what you say is true, the teachings are a lie. This will shake Hyzant to its very foundations.
And we would be able to free the Roselle from their imprisonment at the source.
With so much at stake, we must be careful in what we do now. Frederica, I would ask for more time to think this through.
Of course. I have every faith in House Wolford. And in you.
Thanks, Federico.
That is the extent of what happened during our various endeavors. The passing of my Lord Father, the Royalist scandal, and the book that revealed the truth about the Roselle and the Salt. It is time we consider what we shall do to overcome these obstacles facing us.
I still cannot believe how quickly Lord Simon's condition worsened.
It is most devastating. Serenoa, did your father say nothing else to you? Before he...
He bade me lead House Wolfort well.
I see. Then we must all do what we can to help you honor that request.
Your Majesty, what do you plan to do about the Royalists who misappropriated supplies?
As far as I've been able to discern, those involved acted out of greed and self-interest. They must all be punished. Nothing less than exile from the kingdom or execution will suffice.
But there are those among them who support the Glenbrook line. Will that not impact your governance?
Perhaps. But to pardon their crimes would kindle the people's ire. We must make an example of them. To appease the people. to make clear the consequences of engaging in such foolhardy behavior.
Did something else happen in the capital, King Roland?
Nothing you need concern yourself with. But I must say, I was shocked to learn of that Rosellan legend. Do you suppose the contents of that book could be true?
The part about their homeland, Centralia, that sits upon a vast saltwater sea? That of the untapped salt crystals beneath Norzelia? Or that, in order to monopolize the salt trade, Hyzant fabricated the Roselle's sins? That the pillar of salt Hyzant stole from the Roselle is hidden within the statue of the goddess? If any of it is true, it would turn everything we know on its head. It would mean the teachings of the Holy State are not but lies.
It does sound unbelievable, but we have already seen part of this legend for ourselves.
The crystal from the Rosellan village?
That crystal is a fragment from the pillar within the statue of the goddess. One my mother obtained during the uprising.
It fits perfectly.
Apparently, Lady Orlea penned the book detailing the legend for Frederica.
She did. She enchanted it so no one could open it, but left me the key to break the spell. This pendant.
I doubt a mother would go to such lengths to lie to her daughter.
Then we agree the legend contains at least a seed of truth.
Your Majesty, we have received word that the survivors of the Duchy's army are amassing.
What? Where?
At the Grand Norzellian mines. But we cannot be sure what they are doing. None of our scouts have returned.
These frosty dogs. We will speak later, Serenoa. First, we must put down whatever the Duchy is planning at the mines. I need you and your people beside me.
Of course. We shall ready ourselves for the battle at once.
Wow, what's happening here?
Extraction is nearly finished. We've secured the amount we were told. Seems such a waste to just leave the rest.
Don't think Archduke Gustadolf gives two shites. Hurry it up. We need to be done here before Glenbrook catches on to us.
Sir.
Is part 15 complete? Round 16.
Roland and House Wolffort succeed in reclaiming Glenbrook, but they cannot rest easy, for new dilemmas threaten to tear the kingdom apart. For one, the secret of Serenoa's birth come to light with Lord Simon's passing. Meanwhile, the newly crowned King Roland struggles to reconcile his ideals with reality after punishing the Royalists. Finally, there's the truth about the Roselle and the untapped salt crystals buried within the earth, revealed in a book to Frederica from her late mother. None of these revelations have an easy solution. As all parties discuss the matters, they receive word that the survivors of the Isfrosti army are gathering at the Grand Norzellian mines. Forced to put all else aside to focus on driving out their foe, Serenoa and his comrades steel themselves for battle.
The remnants of the Isfrosti forces are gathering at the Grand Norzellian mines. Or perhaps I should say they are rallying there, preparing to defend it to the last.
Something tells me you're right. Gustadolf may have used Lord Dragan's murder as pretext for invading Glenbrook. Yet I believe his true aim was to seize control, not of our kingdom, but of the mines.
Once Glenbrook fell to them, Esfrost did indeed continue mining operations with notable zeal. Apparently, they transported huge shipments of what they excavated to the Duchy, too.
You mean iron ore?
One would assume as much, but we do not know for certain. They say only a chosen few were allowed to have anything to do with the mining or transport.
Odd, ain't it? Granted, the iron from the Grand Norzelian mines is supposed to be decent stuff.
But the Duchy has access to plenty of other iron mines of comparable quality. They've certainly no need to go to such pains to obtain resources from this one.
You reckon there's something special about it?
What my mother wrote of must be true. I've returned from scouting the Grand Norzelian mines. There were no signs of miners or couriers anywhere. The enemy's numbers do not appear that great, but the soldiers were occupied with some task within the mine. I cannot say exactly how many they are.
Thank you, Huet. Well done. Well, there you have it. The Esfrosti army is scheming something at the mines. Whatever they are planning, we cannot allow them to continue unchallenged.
Then let us reclaim the Grand Norzelian mines. And in doing so, we shall discover the Duchy's aims in due course.
Character stories. Milo. Bird.
Oh! I thought I told you not to sneak up behind me like that.
It's been some time since a bird came from Hyzant, hasn't it?
Huh. So you were spying on me. Did Wolfort order this?
No. Lord Serenoa is not the type to have his people surveilled. But as his retainer, I would be remiss not to keep an eye out for those who might intend him harm.
I suppose there's no fooling you. Yes, I am Hyzant's spy. Do what you will with me. I fear neither torture nor execution.
We would gain nothing by doing either. A plant may be poisonous or medicinal after all. Depending on how we use you, you could still serve House Wolfort.
I am a human being. Do not liken me to a mere object.
Even tools have feelings. You said it yourself, no?
So you did hear me.
You should understand this by now, Milo. Lord Serenoa would never use you, or any of us, as mere tools.
Indeed, he is too trusting. He would be easy to poison, had I a mind to do so.
Grant peaceful sleep to the wounded beast. What is the meaning of this?
Should House Wolfort rise in opposition to Hyzant, Serenoa is to be killed. It's a coded message. I only just received it. My master sees me as nothing but a tool. Now that my identity has been found out, my life is as good as forfeit. My master disposes of tools once they are no longer useful to him, you see. But he cannot dispose of me if I dispose of him first.
Then you will aid us.
No. I will use you. I may be a tool, but I have my pride. I came here seeking power that I might protect myself. To avoid being disposed of, I needed to align myself with a strong house.
You're a tough one, aren't you?
As tough as a weed. And poisonous, too.
Fucking hell, Milo.
Glenbrook has withdrawn from the sanctions and reopened trade with us.
King Roland is truly a man of his word.
Furthermore, during the battle for the Crown City, our forces sustained nary a scratch, while the Esfrosti were all but crushed. We could not have asked for a more auspicious outcome.
An outcome that would not have been possible without the Elfric we supplied them. Still, Minister Serenoa and House Wolfort must be given credit for aiding in our victory.
Minister Exham, how strange to hear you lavish such praise upon another.
I am only speaking truth. Leaving Minister Serenoa in Glenbrook's hands is unwise.
I agree. As one of the Sanctuary Seven, he belongs here with us.
Of course. We shall bring him under our thumb. The Holy One has plans for the young lord. Making him our creature has the added benefit of bringing his entire domain under Hyzantian rule.
But I doubt His Majesty will be so willing to part with him.
Oh, indeed. And yet King Roland owes us a great debt, which will be all the greater after we help him rebuild the Crown City. We will so overwhelm him with generosity, he will be unable to refuse us anything.
So, you mean to seize Glenbrook as well, Minister Edor? Somehow I am unsurprised.
I seek nothing more than to spread the goddess's grace and wisdom to Glenbrook and even Esfrost, until her divine protection shelters Nozelia in its entirety. That is what the goddess desires, and therefore, what the Hierophant desires as well.
Twinscape. Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom.
Is this all of it?
Yes, my lord. This is all the cargo we were able to carry. Our comrades at the mine should be putting the final touches on everything right about now.
And why is no one telling me what is happening? I don't even know what cargo you are hauling.
We're only following Archduke Gustadolf's orders, my lord.
Yes, I understand that. Stop your sniveling. Perhaps you may have heard the Archduke has summoned me to Ironstone. This may be the last time I serve at this fort. As such, I would like to show my appreciation for everything you've done. Do you have a moment?
The sentiment is appreciated, my lord, but the Archduke insisted we make haste.
And did he also insist you spit in the face of his uncle's generosity?
No, my lord. Of course not. I meant no disrespect. We shan't refuse your gracious offer.
Come with me.
Can all that cargo truly be naught but iron ore? I suppose I shall have to find out what it is for myself.
Here begins the investigation.
Were those the only ones?
I do not understand. There were far more soldiers here when I came scouting.
They've mined more since the last time we were here. Perhaps the enemy is further within.
Likely that's the case. But navigating these twisted tunnels ain't gonna be fun.
Indeed, the enemy may be waiting to ambush us around any corner. I advise we familiarize ourselves with the nearby tunnels before we head any deeper into the mine, Lord Serenoa.
Agreed. Let's take care to cover our tracks while we look around.
I don't know why Thomas is assuming all those rescued area food must have been guards to strike. Right, markouts, go through the tunnels clearly, we see if they want to wipe. Maybe we can use them against enemies. Against the enemy, we want to repeatedly hit them with. They're on. I don't think there's anything for me to get. Whee! Whee! Anyway. Good. I have a bad feeling about this. You should have a bad feeling about this.
Benedict, these spheres everywhere. Unless I'm mistaken, they're explosives.
Yes, a means Lord Dragan devised for breaking through the bedrock. They aren't as powerful as blast crystals, but they are simple to set and can be manipulated to go off at the same time.
Reckon I'll go collect whatever charges are left, my lord. Just to be safe.
Thank you. I do not find it strange that there are explosives in a mine, only that they have been left here.
Indeed. As deadly as they are, one would hope they were stored more safely.
You'd think the miners would have put them at the far end of the tunnel if they meant to use them.
But they're everywhere, along the whole length.
If they were to detonate, the entire tunnel would collapse.
Then they must have been left here on purpose.
Intruders! Get them!
The Esfrosti army!
Whoa! Seem to have found them. But before I do this, I'm going to take a break as I go for a piss. Someone take that. Meow. Ah. I am done. It is time. Grand. I've got to fucking do Federica's and Roller's equipment again, haven't I?
The Esfrosti mean to seal off the mine.
Do not let them through the tunnel. Kill them.
But this is House Wolfort we're up against, Commander.
You think I don't know that? The battle won't be easily won. But if we've the metal to use our explosives, victory may cost us our lives, but we can take those Wolfort curs with us. For Esfrost, for an end to Hyzantian tyranny. We must blockade the mines. Soldiers, make ready. Aye!
No, they don't mean to.
They would blow the tunnel at the cost of their own lives?
Defeat conditions allow even a single bomb to implode. Yeah, we don't want that. Space-time mage is wanted. Sure. I do want Roland though.
And now, to arms!
Bad bit of a move on Roland. That reminds me, where is it? I don't know if doing it this way would change how that works. From there. Okay, so far we can only see one bomb and it's over here. Yeah, we probably want to take a bunch of our forces this way. People like Milo and whatnot.
Comrades, we will seal off the mine.
If it costs us our lives to destroy our enemy, so be it. We've no hope if they settle. Defeat is not an option.
Meow.
Time to work. Into the shadows.
My turn.
Let's play.
And then deleted. That movie here though.
This battle is ours. Yeah!
Bomb.
All right, the rest of you, keep going.
Damn.
I see a path to victory. This is our chance.
You won't beat me! Push on through!
Here goes. Faster!
Ready for more.
Shall we begin?
It's one step closer to our hope.
Forgot they could do that.
Time for some research.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, man.
I need this.
Ha! Victory is within reach. It's over. For life.
Who did?
Charge!
Meow.
Let's play.
Hey, food.
This battle is ours. Lend me your wings, Flugy.
I shall try my level best. Your defense is weak.
Time for some research. I do not miss.
This ain't ideal.
Let me heal your wounds.
For one and all, I appreciate it.
For the honor of House Wolfort. Death from above! That hit the mark.
I will end this.
Yeah, but like perish.
This is the end.
I won't lose! Did you see that?
The hunt is on. This ends now!
Oh! Choices, choices. Behave.
No! No!
My turn.
Victory is within reach.
Sound strike.
Shall we begin?
For one and all.
Thank you.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Sloppy!
We win. Sound strike.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Alright, we're still immobile. Sake.
Now or never!
Now then, to work.
I see through.
Joking.
Defeat is not an option. Now I end this.
What to do now?
I'll try this.
Your orders?
Oop.
It's over. Sound strike.
My stratagem is superior.
Too easy.
Ah!
Going to detonate any minute.
This battle is ours. I won't miss.
Choices.
How's this? Let me heal your wounds.
I'm impressed. To lead, I must grow.
I shall try my level best. It is time to strike.
That's right, Benedict. It's
Time
time
for
to
some
do
research.
murder.
A cold wind blows.
Come at me!
Defeat is not an option. Ah! I won't lose.
Your orders?
Time to take flight. Yeah, victory is ours.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Choices.
I shall try my level best. This is our chance.
Time to work.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Time for some research.
I'll take you on! Push on through! I won't lose!
Here I come.
Christ, they're both in the same place. The fuck?
Darkness, victory is ours! My pride is my shield.
Shall we begin?
Choices.
Your orders?
This way. Oh.
Now then, to work.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
My turn. Defeat is not an option. Charge! Come at me!
I struck true.
I love the battlefield.
Time to work. Into the shadows.
Go!
Time to take flight.
Let me heal your wounds.
we dance? Weaken to my wiles.
Where was I?
It's not over yet.
Breathe your last! Defeat is not an option.
Look up.
Death from above!
Ha-ha!
I see a path to victory. All for victory.
What have we here? For my kingdom!
You will escape.
Oh my god, fuck off!
Bastards! We'll have no home to return to.
More soldiers.
I'll take you on!
Damn it! This battle is ours.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Cool heads shall prevail. Make the most of this.
Choices. Light as a butterfly.
Now then, to work.
I do not miss.
Time to work. Come get me. Yeah. Ugh.
From where shall we strike?
Oh shit, can I come down from this?
Do now.
Come on.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for victory.
You have my thanks.
Come at me!
This battle is ours. Ha! Let me heal your wounds.
I have failed.
Your orders? Silence.
Now what to do? Like that must have hurt.
From where shall we strike?
Together.
Where was I?
Let me cause some trouble. To further the arcane arts.
Mm-hmm.
My turn.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for victory.
You're kind to me.
I'll take you on! Show me what you're made of. Me too!
Fucking bastard.
I need a healer.
It's over.
Come get me.
Shall we begin?
This battle is ours.
The situation is grim.
Let's play. It's been fun! I've never felt better.
So, it falls to me. I see through you.
We must tread carefully. Sirens.
must find a way. That
You
seemed
win.
to work.
For victory! Breathe your last! Yes!
Let me heal your wounds.
Eridor.
Allow me.
Thank you.
You won't beat me! Me too!
I see right through you.
Impressed?
Dick, the hunt is on.
Oh, you took care of it. Good now.
The situation is grim.
This ends here! That hit the mark.
Choices. It's been fun!
I'll be fine.
Farewell!
Oh, shit.
I won't lose!
Come at me!
I think I may have accidentally just murdered Benedict.
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are
Sorry to worry you.
Here I come.
This ends now!
Carefully.
Steady now.
I see through you.
Now what to do? Think you can catch me?
For victory! Yeah! It ends here!
His frosty soldiers have been dealt with. The mine is ours again. But why?
Yeah, I think we'll wrap this up to a safe point and then I might have to call it up because I'm getting really fucking tired for no reason now.
That was close. To think they tried to collapse the tunnel with themselves still inside.
Why would the Esfrosti blow themselves up to destroy the place they were charged to defend? It makes no strategic sense.
Nothing Esfrost does make sense. But if they were this desperate, There must be something in there they do not want us finding. We must see what lies at the end of this tunnel.
Then let us press on.
Oh! These pink rocks aren't iron.
It's salt. Or rather, salt crystal.
Crystallized salt, untapped beneath the earth. The Rosellan legend my mother recorded is true.
The Grand Norzellian mines must have been built upon a vein of crystals. This explains how Esfrost was able to cut ties with Hyzant.
As long as they could excavate their own, they didn't need to rely on the salt from the Holy State. They could fight without it.
How do you think Gustadolf discovered this?
Lord Dragan was in charge of the mines, until he was assassinated in that sudden Esfrosty raid, which Gustadolf used as a pretense to invade Glenbrook, after which he claimed control of the mines. That tells me Lord Dragan was likely the first to discover the salt crystals. However, a struggle ensued between him and Gustadolf over their ownership.
So Gustadolf had him killed and ordered the invasion of Glenbrook. In order to seize control of the mines and secure the salt crystals for himself. That scheming bastard!
Looks like we made the right call, taking back the mines. We already took loads of salt crystals to the Duchy, but even that ain't gonna last them forever.
Indeed. If we can hold the mines, Esfrost will have no choice but to surrender.
And what if they discover another vein of salt crystals elsewhere?
A real possibility, if the Rosellan legend is to be believed. But the Grand Norzellian mines only succeeded because all three powers worked together. If this is the kind of terrain salt crystals are found in, Esfrost cannot dig a new mine all on their own that easily.
Meaning they are at their most vulnerable now, without a source of salt to call their own.
This does not concern only Esfrost. The existence of salt crystals will undermine the very foundation upon which Hyzant is built.
If people knew that, then the two pillars of Hyzantian power, the source and the might of their goddess, would crumble.
And it would prove the Rosellan legend is true. If we reveal the truth, they would be forced to free the Rosell they've imprisoned.
We hold the very future of Norzellia in our hands.
Whatever we decide to do, we cannot decide it lightly.
Indeed. For now, let us return to the Crown City. Huet, send word to the capital. I want Kingdom soldiers posted around this entire area. Tell them to allow no one anywhere near the mines.
It shall be done, sire.
This must be what the old man was hoping to find.
So, our army failed to secure the Grand Norzellian mines.
It would seem House Wolfort interfered. Glenbrook forces already surround the area, so retaking the mines is likely out of the question.
They must have discovered the salt crystals. Damn them. Gather our soldiers, and be quick about it.
Aye, Your Grace.
I see you finally decided to answer my summons, Svarog.
I shan't use laboring in secret to complete the death's knell as an excuse. Punish me as you see fit. If you think you can, that is.
I ought to wipe that impertinent smile off your face.
I saw what they brought in from the Grand Norzellian mines.
Huh. So you know of the salt crystals?
Enough secrets, Gustadolf. Tell me what you are planning.
To use those salt crystals to put the final nail in Hyzan's coffin. To free the people of Norzelia from their tyranny by ending their monopoly over salt.
By which you mean the strong will be free to trample the weak. Is that it?
I will not argue semantics. Though it is at least far more human to struggle for one's own survival, rather than capitulate to the whims of some goddess. People have the right to discover their own strength, and wield it to claim what is rightfully theirs. Just as you are contesting me at this very moment, Uncle.
How long have you known of the salt crystal's existence?
I learned of the possibility long ago, when I read of them in an old text from the archives. Ancient knowledge should never be discarded, as you well know, since you had Dragan study there to perfect his explosives.
You are the one who had him killed.
Spare me your unfounded speculation.
I heard all that happened from the Wolforts. They were there when he drew his last breath. Act the fool, and you shall be revealed as one, Gustadolf. Dragan oversaw the mine. It only stands to reason that he would have discovered the salt crystals first. So you, in your greed, had him killed, so that you might claim his discovery for your own. Not only that, but you used his murder as a pretext to invade Glenbrook. Am I wrong?
Huh. You have an admirable imagination. Admirable, but mistaken. Your son was quite the ambitious man, you know.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean. Indeed, Dragan did discover the salt crystals. Who else do you think told me of their existence? Yet he refused to hand them over unless I made him Prime Minister of Esfrost. And your son's scheming didn't end there. At the same time, he had initiated negotiations with Glenbrook. He offered them salt crystals in exchange for a noble title. He sought to fatherland and foe for all he could get.
Lies! All of it! How dare you dishonor my son's name!
House Wolfort fed you a fairy tale, and you gobbled it right up because it aligned with what you wanted to believe. Uncle, now is not the time for family squabbles. Glenbrook now knows of the salt crystals. It is but a matter of time until Hyzant learns of them as well. We must make ready to stand against them.
What would you have me do?
The death knell is taking far too long to build. See that it is finished with haste. Do that, and I will name you my Prime Minister, so you may fulfill your dearly departed son's dream in his stead.
Very well.
There is no time to waste. War will be upon our doorstep before we know it. A war to end all wars. A war whose victor shall rule Norzelia in her glorious entirety.
Right. That's folks. We'll save it for the day. I'm not going to read out. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to probably just end the stream.
Deep in the Grand Norzelian mines,
Oh, we have this
lay
to
a
watch
most
first.
unexpected discovery. Crystals of pure salt. Now in possession of knowledge that could alter the course of history in Norzelia, the members of House Wolfort gather at Whiteholm Castle to discuss their next move.
Watch these cutscenes first and then we'll call it.
Unexpected though it may be, the salt crystals are now ours. How shall we proceed?
carefully, for it has the potential to alter the balance of power across Norzelia. This is an opportunity to reshape the realm to our benefit. We must be strategic.
It's a target on our backs is what it is. There'll be no peace for us so long as we hold him.
Hyzant will set upon us with a fury we've never known if they hear of this.
She's right. They will stop at nothing to defend their faith.
Nor will Esfrost go quietly into the night.
Then let us prepare for when word does spread, rather than fret over how long we can keep the secret. Whether we protect the salt as ours, or find another way to use it, we must act soon.
What say you, Your Majesty?
We find ourselves at a crossroads. Not just as a kingdom, but an entire realm. Our decision will touch every life in Norzelia. I too wish to act quickly. But I beg you all for a moment alone with my thoughts.
Your caution is admirable, but ill-advised. Hesitation could cost us everything.
That much is obvious. Yet I cannot race headlong into the unknown when so much depends upon us.
Benedict, I find myself unmoored as well. I wish to hear from all present before we decide upon a course of action.
As you wish. Pray let it be swift.
Serenoa, answer me this. Can I count on you to walk the path with me, whatever it may be?
I was named Lord of House Wolfort long before I was inducted into the Saintly Seven. And I've been your friend even longer still.
Say no more. Take the others to Castle Wolfort and await my word. Likewise, inform me of any movements from Hyzant.
As you wish. Until we meet again.
Right, folks. This is what I'll call it for today. I am getting more and more tired by the moment. Not a good time. So, without further ado, I will see you all next week on Monday, or this weekend. I might generally stream on this weekend because I've been so shit with streams. So with that being said, adios.